Hey everyone, this is Some Like 24, and today I'm going to share with you a deck that I've been trying to go ahead and record and upload some gameplay of for quite a bit now, but I haven't had the time to do it, so I'm doing it now since the work week's over and I don't have anything to do tomorrow. So let me see, that's not it. So currently I haven't lost a single game with this deck. The deck is just so good. It's, I think, in my opinion, it's going to be one of the top decks going into the next season, and maybe towards the end of this season. And if there's a KC Cup or something similar to that, this is going to be one of the top decks in my opinion. Now, that doesn't mean that there's going to be some road decks out there that are going to be better. Maybe they are. I don't know. But with this deck, I've went completely undefeated. I haven't lost a single game, and the deck's extremely good. And let me go ahead and show you what exactly I'm talking about. So the star of this deck is Toy Magician. Now let me read what Toy Magician does. It says, you can set this card face down in your spell and trap card zone as a spell card. If this face down card in your spell or trap card zone is destroyed by an opponent's card effect and sent to the graveyard, special summon it during the end phase. When this card is flip summoned, destroy spell or trap cards on the field equal to the number of Toy Magicians on the field. So what this deck does is you want to start out with a Toy Magician. You set an enemy controller, or maybe have a Sphere Karibo as a backup, and then hopefully it survives one turn. After it survives and your opponent sets, you flip the Toy Magician, you destroy their back row, and then punish them for setting and then attacking their defense position monster. Now, if your opponent doesn't know what exactly you're playing, they tend to always overextend, especially in those lower ranks. And some people in those higher ranks do too, but you do see that in most lower ranks. But whenever they do overextend, you do punish them with Gandora. Now Gandora, when they set a ton of cards, it does punish them like extremely bad to where they can't come back. And what Gandora does is it destroys everything that's on the field. It removes them from play, and after that you just win. So the way you summon Gandora is by double customs, and in this deck, you do run Relinquish, because Relinquish is just so good, and there's only a few cards that have, or a few decks that have outs to it. And I'm only running one Sonic Bird and one Manju, because that's kind of what I want to play. And the way that I play Relinquish is that I wait to those turn 3 or 4, maybe in 5. And I don't want him as soon as possible. I don't want him out there as soon as possible, because I do want to punish people for playing their big boss monsters earlier in the game. So if you want to go ahead and add a couple more Sonic Birds or Manjus, that's up to you. Again, this is just how I play it. I play kind of slow, and I do play extremely conservative. So most of the time, if you're playing against something that has like huge amounts of damage, like let's say for example if they summon some huge fusion monster, you most likely will win the next turn because of the enemy controllers, or the Sphere Karibos and the Gandoras and the Relinquishes. So you'll see in some of the example matches that I have for you that most of the time you win the game because of the enemy controller or because of the Relinquish. If they overextend, or if they summon, let's say if you're playing against Gravekeepers and they're summoning their big trump card, I can't remember his name, but the big monster is 2000. If they summon that and then you can relinquish them afterwards and they get Toy Magician, then they lose. And if you're playing against Rex, it's just the same thing. You just get one of their 19 beat sticks with one of these, and then maybe if you already done some damage before that, you win the game. So the deck's extremely good, and like I said, in my opinion, it will be one of the highest ranked decks that will be out there. Maybe not this exact version, but some variations of it, because Toy Magician is extremely good right now. There's really no cards that do the exact same thing that Toy Magician does. Toy Magician gives you an out to a ton of cards that are out there. It gives you an out to Mirror Wall before they activate it, or if it's already activated and they pay their 2,000, it gives you out to that. It gives you out to random trap cards that your opponent sets. I mean, it just gives you an out to a ton of things. And what this deck does is it utilizes Toy Magician to its full potential. as you do have Relinquish, and whenever you have Relinquish out and you've already absorbed the monster, and let's say it's your second turn with that monster, you can actually use Toy Magician's effect to destroy the monster that you absorbed, and then absorb a second monster. And a lot of the times that wins you the games, because if you're taking that defense position monster, even though Relinquish is going to be 0, maybe they only need like 1200 damage for you to win the game, and that allows you to do that. So I do have some gameplay of me actually doing that and doing that combo, and my opponent thought that he was safe because he chained his spell and trap in response to Toy Magician, and I'm guessing he didn't know that I could destroy my own cards, which that's exactly what happened, because he activated one of his synergy energy, something like that, that increases his monsters by 1500 attack. But instead of doing that, I just destroyed the monster that was equipped to Relinquish, took his monster, and then attacked for game. So the deck is extremely good. It punishes people, and I think once I get into those higher ranks, when people do start thinking of their plays, I think I'll take Gandora back to 1 and maybe put another, maybe a Sonic Bird or another Manju. But for now, it's good as it is, and I know that I'm currently in those lower ranks, but even though I'm in those lower ranks, I haven't lost a single game. Not a single game that I've played against anyone that I haven't lost. And I've played against Gravekeepers, I've played against Rex, I've played against Mako, and they really cannot compete with this deck, as this deck has an out to almost everything they have. The Toy Magician gives you that synergy to where you can kill almost everything. The Toy Magicians kill the field spell cards, they kill all those back rows, they kill the equip cards that your opponent's Relinquishes might have, and then you can just attack over Relinquish. It just kills everything. The deck is so good, and it's so fun to play, and it's and summoning Gandora is just so satisfying. And whenever you summon Gandora and you attack for game, you're like, yeah, I just summoned Gandora. And you'll see in some of the demo videos, I'm not gonna post all of the demo videos today. I'll post some today, and then some more tomorrow, and then maybe some on Sunday, because I do have a ton of it, or I do have all of those wins recorded, so you'll be able to see what I played against and how I played against it with, or how everything went. So the combo, the broken wombo combo that you do is you destroy your own equipped I guess monster that's equipped to Relinquish, and then take another one. That's really good. Or you set the Toy Magician. Next turn, you summon it, you destroy their back row, you enemy controller their monster, and you win, you attack for game. The deck's extremely good. In my competitive, it's going to be one of the top rank decks that are going to be out there. And I don't think there's really nothing that can maybe take this. Maybe not even a stall deck like Weevil can win against this, since it has so many, it has so much spell and card destruction, spell and trap card destruction, and it does have a ton of defense. And I think that's what you need to look for in a deck that has a lot of defense, a lot of offense, and it's just good overall. It's I mean, the deck is so good, you have no idea how good it is. I don't even have words to describe how good it is. And the double customs do play two roles. They play, you can play them as beat sticks, or you can play them as tributes for Gandora. And one thing that you want to do every now and then is you want to set the double customs backed up with a mirror wall or a windstorm, or maybe an enemy controller, to try to get your opponent, or to bait your opponent to setting more cards. You can also set an additional twister, so your opponent will feel safe that you're not going to nuke the board, because you do have a lot of cards on your field. In the real game, it's kind of similar to pro storming your opponent. So what that means is, whenever in those, it was a long time ago, whenever you played against someone, they most of the time set Heavy Storm and set maybe another two spell or trap cards that were chainable, and then during your turn you'll chain the 2 spell and trap cards and then activate Heavy Storm on the entire field when your opponent felt safe because you had 3 sets, and he wouldn't think that you would Heavy Storm your own cards. So this deck kind of reminds me of that, because it does have that same kind of the same combos that Pro Storm has. So I'll go ahead and leave some gameplay after this, and I know it's the timer's going already at 9 to 10 minutes, so I'll just add one gameplay after this and then more gameplays tomorrow. So if you are enjoying my content, if you do like what I'm posting out there, and yes, I know the sound quality is kind of bad right now, and I am trying to improve it, and I know you can hear my saliva going everywhere and all those pops and everything. So I am trying to improve that. Hopefully I get a pop filter in the mail. I've ordered it, I think it was last week that I've ordered it, so I'm not sure why it's taking so long to get here. So hopefully I go ahead and get that most likely either tomorrow or Monday. Hopefully tomorrow, so I can go ahead and start using it. And then I do get a shock mount for my mic. Well, hopefully tomorrow I'll get two, because I did order them at the same time. So hopefully I get them, and hopefully the sound quality does go up. And do click, keep your phone vertically, and do click that full screen so you see my full screen also. And like I said, if you are enjoying the content, if you are liking my videos, do subscribe, do leave a like, and do leave a comment, as they do help a ton. Alright, enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.